morning, everyone. Today is the first day after the 2 rest days that I've had, and we are playing against Paraguay, and I'm very excited. I'm facing a 1700 today, and I have missed playing chess. Everything that I've wanted the past few days to play chess has been to play chess, but I haven't been able to because first I got a rest day a couple days ago. There's always someone in the team that has to rest, and it was my turn. And then yesterday, it was a rest day for everybody. So I actually went to a chess festival that was organized by Judith Polgar, and I got to meet Judith Polgar yesterday and talk to her, and it was so fun. And yeah, I finally basically saw Budapest as well. So I've been taking like a little break from chess, but today that is changing. So I'm excited. I'm gonna prepare a lot, and then we're gonna go and face the match. Wish me luck. Okay, so I am expecting my opponent to play the Benoni, and I always play a very aggressive Benoni where I push my F pawn, but today I'm not going to do it. Instead, I'm going to play a line that is with H3, and I'm hoping that I surprise her. So let's see if it works. Today I played round 6 of the Olympiad, and we were facing Paraguay, and I was playing as woman candidate master Paula Oviedo. Now, Paula has had quite a good tournament. She beat an almost 2100 in one of the previous games, so she has definitely been overperforming. And in the beginning, before the game started, she was so sweet, and she said, "Anna, I have a gift for you, and I'm gonna do the unboxing of the gift because I haven't looked at it since the game. So I'm gonna open it up. It's in this like little pouch. I have no idea what it is. I'm so curious." I got some earrings. Wait, I got like the coolest earrings. Wait. I'm gonna put these on. I'm gonna put these on for the recap. Wait, that is so cool. That is so cool. Okay. I'm gonna rock these. Thank you so much, Paula. Muchas gracias, Paula, for the earrings. Look at that. Got some cool Paraguayan earrings. Okay, well, anyways, the game started with me going d4, and I was 100% sure that she was going to play the Benoni, but the moment when she played bishop b4 and played the Nimzo Indian, I realized that she was not playing the Benoni and she was playing something different. So to avoid preparation, I decided to just play something that I typically don't play, which is e3. I typically go queen c2. But I wanted her to play, and I didn't want her to have this long line of preparation. So she went d6, I went knight f3, castles, queen c2, rook e8, and now the idea for black is basically to play the move e5, and as white, I want to try to prevent that as much as possible. So I went bishop up here, so that the moment, she brought her knight out, I went a3, I took and took. I wanted to be able to recapture with the bishops that this bishop is forever going to be very strong in this diagonal. So she played b6, and all of this felt very slow. I played b4, and I was really happy with my position here. She went knight e4, I played bishop b2, c5, and I castled. And here I was extremely happy. Like I was feeling fantastic. I felt like my opening had turned out really great, and I was really, really happy. So she played rook c8, and I thought, okay, time to bring in a rook. I went rook d1. And she played f5, and this now felt like it was wrong. This felt like now I just have so much space. And so I thought, okay, this bishop right here is the bishop which is not really working so well right now. What should I do? I should open it up. So I took this pawn so that this bishop would be thriving and beautiful and amazing in this diagonal. And she took back, and then I went knight d2. And all of these were the best moves. Like right now I have a fantastic position. She played knight f6. And here I actually could have taken. I didn't realize that it was better to take, so I went f3, but it actually would have been better to take here and then go f3. But I went f3 now, she went knight g5, and now I played knight b3. So yeah, not the best moves. Actually, b5 is the better move here. But I was just trying right now to put some pressure on this pawn. And as you can see, now I'm threatening to take, and then she cannot take because the rook is on this file. So this is the kind of position where I was like, okay, I know that I'm better. I know that I'm happy, but like, why am I happy? Like, what exactly are the moves for me to be happy? So she played queen c7, and here once again I should go b5. I kept not doing that move, and instead I went queen d2, threatening this pawn. Not really realizing actually that she can go knight f7. My plan was that if she goes rook d8, I could go e4, and then this is hanging. She went knight f7, and now I decided to take, and I think taking here was maybe not fantastic. I maybe should have played b5, a4, a5, and then just gone this amazing, you know, my mom said, like, this is the most great, like, pawn structure that you can have, but I was a little bit worried that she'd be able to play d5 at some point. So I took, and I wanted to create this as a weakness, and now I went a4 to go bishop a3. And so far, I mean, apart from the fact that I haven't been able to capitalize on some mistakes she's done, I've played a good game. Like, so far, this is really good. She went bishop a8 here, which I wasn't expecting whatsoever. And I played bishop a3, threatening this pawn. She went rook d8, and now was the critical moment in the game. I only had 4 minutes here, because I had spent a lot of time trying to figure out what to do with my position and how to create some weaknesses for her. But now it was a critical moment because for a long period of time, I had considered going queen a5 to trade the queens off because I wanted to get into an endgame where I was basically playing against this pawn. And this was my idea with taking on c5. I wanted to keep this pawn stuck there, and I wanted to forever basically attack it. So that was my idea with it. However, I realized at the moment I went bishop a3, this diagonal was now weak. So I thought, okay, she's gonna play queen e5. How about I started calculating, and I thought queen e5 takes on c5, I thought. And I thought, this is not good. So I thought, okay, let me go queen e5 to actually get her to play queen e5. Which she did. She played queen e5, which is actually not that great of a move. But I was sure she was going to play it. And here, I did the most stupid thing I could do, because my plan all along with queen e5 was to go takes, and then I wanted to go queen takes c5 or bishop takes c5, because I thought now if queen b2, I have rook d1, and if she takes here, then I can take here and I'm better. But then I didn't do this because I thought it was the same. So I decided, okay, let me just take on c5 now. And now if takes, takes queen b2, we have the same thing as before, basically. And so I didn't really realize, or it's not the same as before, but then, yeah, that's not that good. But basically, I didn't realize here that now if she goes queen b2, when I take on d8, which was what I wanted to do the move prior when it was good, she can take with the knight, and now I'm basically in a lost position. Because I just missed that she has knight b7 after this. And the problem here with queen b2 is that she's threatening my knight and my bishop, and I don't really have a way of defending both. So here, I still had a chance. It's just that I mixed up plans. Like, I wanted to go rook takes d8, so I should have done it here. But then I decided to first take this pawn and then do it, but then it was the wrong move order, and then it just, didn't work. So here, I still can get a better position after going knight here, but the reason I didn't do it was because I wasn't really sure how this was. She would be able to give up her rook for 2 minor pieces, and I really had no idea how this was, because there were so many crazy moves here. Like, she can bring in the knight, and then the knight, the queen, the bishop, everything is sniping down my poor little king, and I just didn't really know exactly what to do. So this was a huge blunder that I did, and I didn't realize that it was a blunder until she took with the knight, and I saw the gravity of the situation because I saw that she has knight b7. And so here I was panicking, and I spent some minutes, and I was already low on time. I only had 2 minutes. She had 8, and I was panicking here. It was full chaos in my brain. I was going I was panicking so much, and I couldn't figure out what to do. So at first I thought that I was going to go rook d1 with the same idea as before, but then I thought, okay, what happens here? Knight b7. But yeah, this would also have been better than what happened in the game. But yeah, for some reason, I thought that bishop d1 was saving it. And so I went bishop d1. I think I got scared about this knight c6. I just didn't realize that now there is this, and yeah. Yeah, I just kind of messed things up. I thought here she could move her rook, but then apparently I have knight c1 and I'm defending everything. I was just not really playing so well at this point. It felt like I wasn't in really control. It felt like our moves were just coming in and I just didn't really know how to react. So I played bishop d1, which is a really passive move. She went knight b7, queen a6, and now, yeah, the whole idea here that I had was that after takes, I thought that it was a back rank. It was just like a pure chaos. So here, yeah, she can just take my rook. You can see that a lot of pieces are hanging. But the problem here is that it's equal material. Well, no, I'm a piece down, but I have 2 pawns. But my bishop is hanging, this is hanging, everything is hanging in this position, and it's complete chaos. And now after queen c8 check, she has this knight move, knight g8, and now it's all blocked, and now I'm basically just going to be some material down. So the problem here is not just that I'm going to be a piece down, but it's in fact that I'm probably going to be like 2 pieces down, because if I go king g3, I'm almost getting checkmated, and maybe I should do this, but it's a bit of a crazy thing as well. But the problem is that after I do this, I lose my second piece. And so now I entered this endgame where I'm 2 pieces down, but I have 2 pawns for 2 pieces. And I saw this position and, you know, my heart was sinking. I just thought, what have I done? I had this beautiful opening and, you know, this bad decision of me not taking the rook first and messing up the move order just led me to having this. And she was playing this really well. So I took on f5, and everything that I was hoping now was that I would be able to trade all the pawns and that we would enter a king versus knight and bishop endgame where she would not know how to checkmate me with knight and bishop. Be honest, okay, if you're watching this right now. Be honest. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you know how to checkmate with a knight and bishop? Because it's something that many people think that they know in theory, but practically in a game, do you think you'd be able to checkmate with a knight and bishop in an important tournament game, like with the nerves, with everything? Would you be able to do it? Let me know. So queen d7, she checked me, and here, you know, my only hope was to be able to somehow trade off the pawn. So she went queen f1, king g3, she played h5, I went queen e3, she took, played bishop b7, I went queen f4, I was just trying to stop her from infiltrating. Then she went knight f6, and here I suppose that maybe I should go king h4 and h3. I didn't really see this idea. Instead, I went for my plan of trading off the queens and then getting an endgame where I was basically hoping that I'd be able to trade off this pawn. So now my plan was simply, to play king f4 and then just start pushing up my pawns. Now here, I'm not really sure exactly what I should do. If I go h4, I was worried that she would go g6. So yeah, I was just trying to get my king up to g5 and then go h6. And she was playing this really well. So I went king g5 with the idea of going here. She went knight e5. I don't know here what happens if I go here. I mean, can I go king e4? I wasn't really sure exactly what was going on here, but no, I can't do this. No, this is losing. Yeah, so here I went h6, and I thought, oh, she's probably gonna take. And then, you know, I have some drawing chances. But of course not. She was playing so well. She went knight f3 check. I went king here. And then actually after knight e6, she actually here very nicely took this pawn on h6. And now this knight, even if I take it, it's now after king g7. It's losing for me because I'm losing this pawn. And I'm going to be losing both this pawn and this pawn. And because this pawn is promoting on a light square, which is the same color as the bishop she has, this is losing. If this pawn was on this side, this would actually be a draw. Because this pawn is going all the way here, this is losing. So I played a few more moves in kind of, you know, sadness because I knew that I was going to lose, and then here I resigned. Now, I was feeling a bit sad after the game, obviously, because I lost against someone that is a lot lower rated. But I think this gave me a great lesson because I think that I underestimated my opponent a little bit and she played very well. And in the critical moment, I made a mistake and she capitalized on it and the game turned around. And yeah, I think that basically what I'm taking out of this game is just that I should have my pieces more close together. probably should play faster too. But yeah, just always re-watch every position because plans that worked in the past might not work in the future. That is what I'm taking out of this. But yeah, she played very well. My team won though. I was the only person in the team that lost. So go Sweden. We won 3-1. And tomorrow we are facing Bangladesh. So wish us luck in the comments down below. I'm excited for tomorrow's game. Tomorrow's a new day. So rise and shine. We got to play some good chess. And that is all that matters. Thank you so much everybody for watching this video and for supporting me and rooting for Sweden. I'm reading all your comments. I really appreciate it. And yeah, we go on to the next one. Thank you for watching the video.